What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel. So you're probably looking at us wondering where the heck we are right now. We are in Los Angeles, California, and we are staying at
the Terranea Resort. It's a beachside resort, 5-star.
Yep. All that good stuff. So that's what happens when you work hard.
Right.
But so in this one, we just wanted to come to you guys because I know we've been on this YouTube journey for like a year or so. And we've done everything from like talk to you guys about like mindset. We talk to you guys about like technical aspects of like doing deals and all this stuff, but we have never shared our story with you guys. Such a tragedy. So that's all going to change today. So in this one, we're going to be talking about how we went from zero, like dead broke, no money, horrible living situations to our first $100,000.
Yeah.
So in this one, like, we're just gonna start with like childhood, upbringing, and stuff like that, and then we're just gonna walk you through the journey of how we went from that 0 to 100,000.
Right. So Marcus and I, we did not come from money whatsoever. Marcus grew up with a mom and a stepdad. However, I grew up with just my mom taking care of me. My grandparents were very involved, but nobody really had a lot of money to take care of four kids. Yes. Yeah. So we went to some of the worst schools you've ever seen in the city of Houston. Actually, we tell people all the time, our school district that we grew up in doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah. Not like the school, not one school. We're talking about the entire school district wiped out, taken over by state because of low performance. So
right.
Yeah.
Low performance, low income. Low income. I grew up in government apartments. When I tell people the apartments I actually grew up in, they don't believe me because they see me now. They see how successful we are. And I'm not ashamed to say how successful we are because we work hard. We work hard to get to where we are.
Yeah.
So grew up on food stamps, welfare, all of that. Not to tell my family's business, but that's just the reality of the situation. We want to be transparent with you guys. We want to show you that it is possible to come from literally nothing and
have all this.
Yeah. This is not the only 5-star resort we're staying at this weekend. We're gonna show you guys. Marcus is actually gonna put out a video of the resorts from this weekend stay. But I'll let Marcus share some of his story. That's my story. Grew up with just a mom, low income, government apartments, food stamps, welfare, all of the 9 yards. So.
Yeah, so I grew up in a similar situation. We both went to the exact same high school, same school district. Actually, like, what do you call it? High school sweethearts or whatever. So the neighborhood that I went in, that I grew up in for most of, I say like the first, 14 years? Or was it 15 years? 14 years. Right. I grew up in area of northeast Houston, same area. But my neighborhood is called City Gas, and if you know anything about that area, it's just like, I grew up in a house where we didn't even have like a front door. It was like a screen door. You had to actually keep it tied. Close it by tying a string, like a knot on the string, like that, to give you guys some kind of context of where I grew up. So it wasn't the best, but our parents did the best that they could. Things kind of changed. Right. Once I started to stay, I went from living with my grandmother to living with like my mom and my stepdad full time. Right. Things kind of changed. I started to take things more seriously, and
Right. And speaking of parents, our parents doing the best they could. I think that's absolutely true, especially with us. Marcus and I can say we're very different from all of our siblings. And our parents just kind of let us be us, especially when we got together. Yeah. They supported us in anything we tried to do, as much as they could. Of course, they couldn't support financially, but they've always, if that's what y'all want to do, we know y'all got it. Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So, that's kind of like a little brief, overview of our childhood.
Want to talk about when I actually went off to college.
Yeah.
Again.
So which was another tragedy because, like we just told you guys, we came from a school district that doesn't no longer exist because of low performance. Right. So imagine coming from a place like that where even you, like we even graduated at the top of those classes, thinking that we were hot stuff, but then we get to college not knowing that we were still low performance, and there was even a struggle there. So.
It was like a slap in the face, thinking you were the smartest thing walking and get to college and everybody's outperforming you. Yeah. You're failing classes left and right, and you're actually paying for it.
Yep. Failing it, and then like talking about tutorial after tutorials just to get to the level where people came in from.
Right.
Just to get to that source. And we're not talking about like excelling from that level, but like just coming in like that. So.
Right. And just to speak on personal life again, Marcus actually had a son in high school.
Yeah.
So we went into college with a baby, and then end up, I guess, putting more strain on ourselves by having another child together. So we essentially had 2 kids in college, away from home.
Yep.
Not exactly a strong support financial system.
We just compounded stuff, man.
Yes.
So
you know, when people say you create your own situation, we really create the situation. However, we made the best of it.
Yeah, definitely.
We made the best of it. We did not actually get any handouts. Marcus' mom helped us a lot financially. Yeah. But I think we've done a lot.
Yeah, and even still, we still had, even with that help, we still had situations. Like, I'll never forget. I always think about this here when I'm looking for something. I was like, like you go through something like, if I would become this before, like that situation, then this is a cakewalk. So I never forget that there was a situation when we were in college, and like everybody had left for Christmas break. Like everybody went home and stuff, and we didn't. Why?
We didn't have gas money.
Yeah, we couldn't afford to get home. So we stayed.
Keep in mind, our daughter is still there with us too.
Yeah. So we stayed home during the entire break, and when I tell you the only person that was eating at that time was our daughter. I think I lost like 12 pounds or something during those 2 weeks. So we started off eating. I don't know what those army meals are, but they give you like this block, and you put it in the block, then you add water, and it like fizzes up, like bubbles up, and heat the actual meal that's on top. That's what we survived on until they ran out, and then from there, the only person that was eating was Kalia, and we were just drinking water. It's like we're fasting for. And
I'll never forget the silence between us two. We never talked about it. Like while we were going through it, we knew we didn't have food to wake up to the next morning, but we never talked about it. We didn't complain.
Nope.
We knew it wasn't there.
Yeah.
We were just like, well, we know something's gonna come through soon.
Yeah.
In our mind, I think that's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
But we never mentioned not having anything to eat. We just knew that was the reality of our situation, and we knew what we need to do to get out of it. And at that time, what we needed to do was graduate and get away from Houston, back to Houston, to actually start making some moves.
Yeah, and that actually birthed one of our like early businesses. Because after that, I was like, you know what? There's got to be a better way.
Right.
Like there's no way that this is it for us. So that's when we started a photography business. And people that know us from like way back in the day in college know that we developed a photography business, primarily fashion photography, fashion advertising, and that actually paid pretty much the way for the rest of our college experience. We were like, there's just no way we're gonna deal with this. Like, mindset even early on was just like, no, this can't be it. We're not settling for this. We're gonna make something out of it. And that's the business that we chose to go into.
Right. And so that's what we talk about mindset all the time as well. Actually, I graduated college before Marcus, and once I got into corporate America, I'm telling Marcus every day on the phone, babe, I know you're in your senior year, but I know us. I know we want to be our own boss. When you graduate, forget this engineering stuff. Just roll out your photography business, even on a higher scale. Like, let's just do that. And he didn't listen.
I did not.
He wanted the experience of.
I just wanted the money, man.
He wanted the money.
It was just the money.
You wanted the money, but I feel like you also wanted to show the fruits of your labor from college. You wanted to show that you made it.
I didn't want
to
go through all of that, and then not even get the job,
experience it. So I think that's what it was, but.
Yeah, I didn't listen. Hard-headed, and it was not for me. I quit that job after. I knew I was going to quit after the first 2 months. So my experience getting there, very first day on the job, they were talking about something. It was like, okay, Marcus, go do this. I was like, it's my first day. And he literally looked at me and said, I don't give a fuck. Just figure it out. I was like, this is what Shaker was talking about. Okay, well, I'm done with this already. So
and I think Marcus stayed at that job for 4 months and moved on. But anyway, so just again, we're just taking y'all through the process. Because a lot of people see successful people and they only see the current situation. They don't see all the years. And then they'll call you an
overnight success.
It's
like it's a long ass overnight.
They don't see all the years put into the making of that person. And I feel like all of those struggles, all of our childhood struggles, all of our struggles in college, being parents early on, coming literally from nothing, guys. Like nothing. And I didn't even tell y'all this when I was telling you about my childhood, but some nights we did not have money to eat. Like the silence between Marcus and I, that's why I didn't say anything, because some nights I would ask my mom what we're eating, and she wouldn't have an answer.
Yeah.
We literally had a tab at a corner store where we would go in and get Spam and stuff, because we didn't have money to pay for it. They write our name down, we'll sign the book, and that would be our dinner. So I just want you guys to know it is possible. It's possible for people to come from literally nothing and build yourself up. Don't be a victim.
Right.
Don't be a victim of your situation.
Right.
So
and then from there, first job, and then that's when, oh my God, this is when we started to get into real estate. So, so the first thing I did was sought out a mentor. That's exactly what we teach you guys to do.
Yeah.
So you got somebody who's doing what you're doing in the place that you want to be, and latch on to them. So we did that. And the night before Shake was about to give birth to our third child, we were at the mentor's house, man.
No, Marcus schedules a meeting as if I'm not going to have a baby. His baby.
The next morning.
Our baby.
But I was
the
just
next
like,
morning.
This has to happen. But yeah, we scheduled that.
But that's dedication for you.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
So we talked to her, got a lot of info out of her, and we ended up getting our first Subject 2 deal.
Right.
We talked about how we got that one. That was the $500 deal that we did.
Yeah. And after that $500 deal, that showed us that this real estate thing can work out.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the exact right way we wanted to go about doing real estate, so we kind of made some changes to our process in the meantime.
Yeah.
But it showed us that real estate actually works.
Yeah.
So then from there we decided, okay, let's get into wholesaling.
Yeah, because she had been telling me the whole time, because I was more like, okay, let's get this residual income going in. That's why I like Subject 2, because you can grab them, rent them out, boom, monthly income, like from the start.
But the entire time I knew that I wanted to build up a lot of capital.
Yeah.
Remember, we came from nothing, so we didn't have money to just throw at real estate.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to build capital because I wanted to be a flipper.
Yeah.
I wanted to flip houses. I wanted to take something ugly and make it beautiful again.
Yeah.
So to build that capital, I was like, we need to get into wholesaling.
Yeah.
Wholesaling, you get this money real fast.
Yeah.
So I thought, you get this money real fast, you flip it and make some more.
Yeah.
That is the way wholesaling works, but it's not quite that simple.
Yeah.
But that is how we got into wholesaling from the Subject 2. So at that point, we have two strategies down. We have our Subject 2, we have our wholesaling.
Yeah.
But these are only stepping stones. Remember, it's a process, guys.
Yeah.
These are only stepping stones to get to where we want to be.
Yeah.
So
and they were both strategies that didn't require a lot of money, no credit. We just did what we could with what we had.
Exactly. And again, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked. We completed our first wholesale deal with our friend Marlon. He helped us out with finding a buyer for us, and we got that deal done in less than a week.
Yep.
Made $8,000 off of it, even splitting it with him. Splitting with him, we made $8,000 on our end, so it was great.
That's that strategy we were talking about when we were like, you become the person with the buyer. This is an easy way for you to get into wholesaling without a lot of upfront capital, because you spend a whole lot of money on marketing.
Right.
So if you're that person that people know that they can go to get their deals done, then you're gonna have people coming in all the time just to have access to your buyers list. And people have no problem with splitting those deals 50-50.
Right.
And we're proof of it, because that's how we started out. We started out like on the marketing end, but it didn't click in our mind until after that deal was done. So.
And that eliminates the excuse of not having a big buyers list.
Yeah.
You don't have to build that buyers list before
we didn't
going out and finding those properties. We didn't have not one buyer.
Yeah.
Not one. But we knew we had a deal, we needed to get it sold, and that's what we used to get it done.
Yeah.
You gotta get it done. Put in the work. So after that first wholesale deal, guys, we made $8,000. So we felt like we were gonna gain a ton of momentum. We're gonna get deals every week, and we're gonna be millionaires before you know it. But then reality set in.
Didn't quite work out like that.
We went an entire year after that without making any more deals, making any more money, and we could not figure out what the hell happened.
Yep. And we were spending $3,000 a month for 12 months. Well, it was a little longer than 12 months.
A little longer than 12 months.
Before we got another dime out of it.
Right. But we did not give up.
Yeah.
And that's where persistence and dedication and figuring out what went wrong, not like
not whining about it, but
right.
like attacking the problem, trying to figure out what we're doing wrong, how to fix it, how can we turn this thing around instead of just sitting there complaining about it the whole time.
Right. And we just went through the process of fixing and working the process and testing.
That's the word. Yeah, testing.
And we finally figured it out. But when we figured it out, our first flip didn't even come from marketing.
It didn't even come from that.
We were like, what the hell? Like,
we spent all this time perfecting this.
Right. Our first flip actually came from my dad, which was special because we had brought my sister in as a partner at that time. So it was like a family business. I mean, even though my sister was full-time partners with us, but my dad wasn't. So it was like a family deal. My dad brought the deal. We were the buyers.
Yeah.
And we flipped the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we made
$62,000 off of that one.
$62,000 after spending a year with no deals. We made $62,000.
Yeah, that's it. That's where that persistence starts paying off, and ever
Right.
since then, it's been. Well, you guys know.
Yeah, and that same year, and it may not seem like a lot to you guys, but we done 2 deals that year. The first deal we made $62,000 off of, and the next deal we made $49,000.
Yep.
So that's where our $100K year came in, which was that first year
on 2
after
deals.
Right, after not having any deals come through.
Yeah.
And so, again, that just shows you that you just got to keep working the process. You got to keep at it. Like you got to trust the process. Know that if you keep making those changes and making changes that make sense, it's gonna work out for you too.
Yeah. So and again, like we tell you guys all the time, there's nothing special about us. You just heard the bullshit that we came from. There's nothing special about us. The only, you know what, the thing that is special about us is our inability to give up on stuff.
Right.
So if we believe in it a whole year, I don't even know what that equates to, $3,000 a month for a whole year, and didn't give up. And now we're able to go, like, this is like one of 2 5-star hotels we're going to go to this weekend. You seen a video with the penthouse, all these deals, and the people that we're helping. We just helped a couple make $52,000. It's just because we didn't give up. Like, one thing that I can tell you is the only way to fail is to quit. And we're just incapable of doing that.
Right.
It took me freaking 8 years to graduate college. It's just because I knew that college worked. It was a means to get more money, and I wasn't gonna give up on it.
Right.
And I didn't.
We didn't have anything else to go back to.
Yeah.
It wasn't a plan B.
Yeah.
So we had to make it work. So when you eliminate those plan B's and C's and everything, and you go all in, that shit gotta work.
It has to.
It has to.
So yeah, that's it. We just wanted to come on here and share this story with you guys, let you guys know where we come from, a little bit of what we've been through, and how we were able to overcome these things, and how you can do the same. You just have to believe in yourself. You just have to believe that you can. And even if you're not at that point yet, latch on to us. We'll believe in you until you believe in yourself.
Right.
Like
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It's all good.
And we're going to do more of these kind of videos. I know we've done a lot of teaching in the past year, but we want to let you guys know that some of the things that we've gone through, some of the things we're still going through in life, and we feel like that'll be an inspiration to you to keep it going. Even if you're not involved in real estate, use this as a channel to just keep yourself going in whatever you're doing. Know that giving up is not an option.
No, definitely. Because if you give up, it's a guaranteed failure. That's it. That's the only way to fail. So that's it for this one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.